Hey there, how are you doing today? I am so excited about talking to you about something that I use that, there's a lot of things that we do that we take for granted that we don't realize we even do. Some of those things are successful regimen things. And some of those are not successful regimen things. And so I want to dive into that a little bit today. I want to take a look at some of those successful things that can be done that maybe you can implement into your life too. And you can, I'm going to what's called bring your sexy back. Get that confidence back. Feel good about yourself again. Speaking of not feeling so good about himself, check this out. My big guy, Bobby, he's wearing the cone of shame. My poor baby. Yes, he just had surgery, so we're going to let him be. And I got to keep my little girl doggy Princess and him completely separate. I'm going to step outside and just talk to you guys for a couple of minutes. Oh, it is freezing out here. And so, what if? That's what I want to talk to you about. What if you could learn a couple of things in your life, implement a couple of things in your life, and have your complete attitude and mindset change? Why do you want that to change? You want that to change so that you can have success in reaching the goals of your heart's desire. Too many of us are walking around feeling bad about ourselves, feeling that we're never going to achieve, or that we're not going to get rid of those jobs that are 9-to-5s, or that we're not going to lose the weight that we wanted to lose. We're not going to keep that young, vibrant attitude and vitality that we want. I watched this show, and I've talked about it a couple times. I think it's a European show, but it's called Bring Your Sexy Back. Bring your sexy back. Now, does that mean I have to be a stick thin and six-pack abs and completely fit to feel confident and sexy about myself? Nope, not at all. It's a matter of learning how to dress, learning how to feel good. But first and foremost, it's all about your mindset. It's about what it is you're saying to yourself, within yourself. So I mentioned earlier on Facebook and on Instagram, what is your routine in the morning? What is it? When you wake up, what's the first thought that you have? The very first thing, is it, oh, it's Monday, oh, my job, or oh, I hate the mornings? Is it, it's too cold to get out of bed? I have that one. I have that one sometimes. So what's your idea? What's your very first thoughts in your head? I have recently gone through a bit of a struggle when it comes to some mindset stuff. I've let go of a routine, and it has played a toll on me. We moved, and my children all graduated from high school, and they're all in college or beyond. And I found myself not taking care of myself the way that I have in the past. Now, I haven't gone very long with this, but long enough to say, ugh, this is bothering me, and I didn't even know what this was. I started doing things like, what if it doesn't go right? What if I don't like it there? What if I, and I had a lot of negativity happening after the what ifs. Now, that's how it kind of started, and then I also got into, I let go of a lot of the gratitude things that I love to do. I love to be grateful. A person that's grateful is someone who feels good about their lives. A person that's grateful sees the good in what's happening around them. So right now, it's freezing outside. It's cold. I am not in a jacket, and yet I'm perfectly fine with that. It's cold outside, and yet I can look around and I say, but you know what? I don't have any snow. I'm up in the mountains, and look, there's no snow. None. And as far as you can see right there, that is the yard of, that's my yard. So I can be grateful for not having neighbors that are right on top of me. I can be grateful that I get to look outside at woods and trees and no snow. I'm from northern Michigan, so, you know, I'm all used to snow. And yet I moved to the south, Charlotte, North Carolina, because I didn't want to be in the snow 24/7, 9 months out of the year. So I am completely grateful that, yeah, it's a little chilly today and yesterday, but for the most part, last week it was 70-something degrees, and I live in the mountains. What is that? I have something to be grateful for. The sun is shining up on the hills. I don't know if you can see it. Do you see that sun up on the hill? That's on top of a mountain. I'm at 2,100 feet in elevation. 2,100. And yet, if we look over there, you're looking at 26. On the other side of me, I have another, I have mountains all around me, but I have another mountain I can climb up to about 36. It's not too far away. My daughter, Sierra, lives over in Johnson City, other side of the mountain. And when we go all the way up, we're looking at 36 to 4,000 feet in elevation. It is stunningly beautiful. She's less than an hour away from me at this point. And the drive to see her is to go up the mountains and all these lookout points, and it is stunning. You know, God's handiwork is beautiful, and I am grateful for that. I'm taking a breath today. I'm not sick today. I am perfectly healthy and well. I have the ability to go run, jump, do yoga, enjoy my life. My husband just dropped off a bowl of kale ramen noodles, which I am totally stoked about. It's a vegetarian ramen noodle, and instead of tofu, because I don't like tofu, it raises your estrogen. And I got enough of that going on, thank you. But so he dropped off ramen noodles and he changed out the tofu for this really, really great pork that is awesome. It's a local place. It costs like $12. It's so cool that we can go and have all these awesome farm-to-table restaurants around us, which we do have a ton. There's something to happen and something to do where I live every single day. There's live music every day. There's something like 12 or 14 comedy places or nights per week where I live. How crazy is that? It's awesome. There's so many things that I can be thankful for. I'm thankful that I'm able to walk. I'm thankful I'm able to breathe. I'm thankful I'm able to see. I'm thankful that it's chilly out and that I can feel it. I'm not numb in my body. I have all my senses in my body. I'm thankful that my hair is long. I'm thankful that my hair is red, although it's turning. And we'll talk about that in another video. But I'm thankful that I get to live up in the mountains and be close to a couple of my kids. I'm thankful that I have older children that call me all the time. I am completely thankful that my husband is out working and brought me ramen noodles because he was going to work really late tonight. So I don't have to worry about cooking. How nice is that? I'm blessed is the point. And you're blessed. What if you decided to list 10 things that you're grateful for every single day? What if you decide to write them down? That's going to be in another video. We're going to talk about writing down and the power of writing it down. But let's just right now, let's just verbalize out loud 5 to 10 things that you're grateful for. It is part of my morning routine. It's part of what I do every single morning, and I do it before my feet hit the floor. I start saying, thank you, God, and then I start going through a list. I do it every single morning. I've done it for years, and there for a few months, I've let go of that. That has hurt me, and so I am back at it. I'm thankful, I'm thankful, I'm thankful. What are you grateful for? What are the 10 things that you could be grateful for? Do you think that maybe one or two times throughout your day, especially first thing in the morning, because the first thing in the morning is when you set your day. You set your mindset for the day. So go ahead, be grateful. Make sure that you are talking about 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes of gratitude. What is it that you can start saying within your life that you're grateful for? What if your life was X, fill in the blank? What is that blank? Start being grateful for the things in your life that aren't even in your life yet, and yet it's coming your way. God deeply, deeply desires to bless you. I've talked about this before. I'm a mom. I have 4 kids of my own, which are all grown up at this point. 4 kids of my own and 2 stepdaughters. So 2 boys, 4 girls. My 4+2 family. And I've talked about how being grateful, how it sets the tone for your day and for your mental ability that day and for the attitude of your entire family. It only takes one person to be grateful. And so what if? Start thinking about what if. Like, I really want a Jeep. I want this Jeep and I want it souped up and I want some lifted and I want big tires. What if I already had that? What would life be like if I already had it? Well, we would get to go on the mountaintop and we get to ride in that Jeep with the top down. Maybe not the top down today, but when it's warmer out, we get to ride with the top down and my hair's going and music's going and the dogs are in the back. We could be really enjoying it. What would that feel like to have what I deeply desire already? And can I thank God for it? As a parent, I deeply desire to give good gifts to my children. I deeply desire to see them successful. I deeply desire, if they have a need, to be able to help fulfill that need, especially when they were younger. At this point, I have to refrain a little bit. I want them to work for it, right? I want them to earn it so they feel good about themselves and not just a handout from mom. And yet, I deeply desire for good things to happen with my children. How much more does God, the creator of the universe, the creator of you, how much more does he deeply desire to give you good gifts? Start thanking him for those things. Start being grateful for the blessings that are coming your way as if they're already in your life. Thank you, God, so much for that Jeep. Thank you so much that Jeep is black and it's lifted and it's got big, thick, knobby tires on it, that it's got a stereo system to die for. It's got the winch on the front. It's got the flared fenders. It is absolutely beautiful. That it's got leather seats and that the dog fits in the back and that it's a 4-door. Thank you so much, God, for my Jeep. I don't have a Jeep. What if I did? What would it feel like? Thank you so much, God, that I feel so much happy and so much joy in my life. Hanging with my husband, going on a trip, going to see my daughter, going through the mountains. This feels so good and so freeing. What would it feel like to have what it is that you want? What would it feel like? What would it feel like if you already had the haircut and the hairdo and the body of your choice? What would it already feel like if you had the abs that you wanted? If your hormones were in balance? If you lost the weight that you want to lose? What would it feel like? What would life be like if you already had it? What if you already had it? I want to challenge you today to start saying what if in a positive way. Not what if does it all go wrong? What if I already had that body of my dreams? What if my finances were already here? What if my kids already had the success that they deeply desired? What if I had my Jeep already? What would it feel like? I want you to start getting into the feeling of that. Experience it as if it's already here. And then I want you to be completely and utterly grateful that God has totally blessed you with the goals and the dreams and the desires of your hearts. Don't worry about how to. Don't worry about that. God's going to take care of that. He is going to download into you how that's going to happen. The how is easy. It's really getting the mindset, fixing this right here, getting the mindset. And I know because I've experienced it yet again, how I let go of some of that mindset. Jeez, you want to talk about wreaking havoc in my life. Woo! It really has. It's wreaked havoc by messing with my finances. It's messed with my relationship. It's messed with my relationship with myself. I've not felt good. I actually got sick twice. I never get sick. And I account that all to the mindset that I had, and I let go of my gratitude. I let go of looking at the blessings that my Father, my Creator, the Creator of the universe, and what He's already given me. Don't let go of those things. I'm going to challenge you today. Start to be grateful. Wake up. Very first thing, act now. Wake up and start talking about the blessings that God is already giving you and what's coming your way. Thank you, God, for my Jeep. Okay, that's the challenge for today. And tomorrow we're going to talk about something else when it comes to some steps of success. Let's get into the mindset of being grateful. Fake it till you make it, guys. I know sometimes we don't feel like it. We look at our circumstances in front of us and we go, geez, my life is getting so screwed up. I've been trying and trying and trying. It's still not happening. I'm challenging you today to go ahead and get into blessings. Look at the blessings. If it's green grass, look at this. I have a little patch of green grass. Look how cute it is. It's the middle of winter. Who sees green grass in the middle of winter? I don't know. I have green grass growing. How could that even be? I'm going to go back inside because I'm grateful for heat. I'm grateful for the sunshine out here. I'm grateful for the coolness. I'm grateful that my little Bobby, my big Great Dane, had surgery and that he's doing fine. It's going to be groggy for a few days, poor little thing, but I am super grateful we were able to do that for him. He desperately needed it, and we were able to finally make that happen for him. What if your dreams were coming true? What if they were already, you already achieved them? What would life be like? What would it feel like? Let's start thinking about those things and being grateful for those blessings because God deeply desires to bless you. Mwah! Pamela Smith. Love you guys, and I believe in you, okay? Step 2 will be tomorrow.